Greetings, everybody. This video was not intended. This is actually a response to someone who sent me, some questions. I was actually working on some other videos that I'm trying to finish, and I'll be releasing those soon. This video here, probably won't be that long because I'm not going to go into too much detail. I have some information coming that I'll be releasing soon. And the question was sent to me on the video that I just posted not too long ago, about a day or two ago. Make America Indigenous Again video. Somebody sent me some comments and questions, and they said that I wanted to ask exactly, what do you believe in? Do you believe in the Bible? And I replied, no, not the Bible that you know. The Bible that you know is a sacred text written expressly for the condemnation of the nations. What was written and preserved for me and my people is the polar opposite. All right? So what's written for us is not meant for our destruction, is what I mean. And then I continued. I said the Bible and all of our other writings that were written by my foreparents were written for our benefit and our prosperity. So in other words, the Bible that you all have that's written in English is not meant for your prosperity. It's meant to control you. I also said to them that the nations have something very different. And they replied back that the Bible doesn't just condemn, it alleviates and blah, blah, blah. So I replied back, if you can't read nor speak our language, then you won't understand what I mean by for the condemnation of the nations. So what I want to do is share this, not just with them, because I told them that I would just rather make a response video, because they asked me some more questions too. And I told them that basically I just really did not have the time to write back and forth with people because I get too many comments and too many questions sent to me, not just at my YouTube channel, but at my email. And I really just can't go back and forth with people in comments. So I said, I'll do a video response for you if you don't mind, instead of me writing a reply, which will take too much time. So this is what this video is. Like I said, it's going to be very brief because there are more details coming that I'm going to release soon. Most of you have no idea what the Bible is. In the anthology that I wrote, there are chapters in there that cover information about the Bible, what the word means, where the word comes from. So if you would like to read more about that, feel free to get the anthology, because it's a very useful resource that I think you should have in your library. You may not have access to the internet all the time, and you won't be able to log on all the time to the internet just to watch a video. But if you have your book, you can always grab your book and open it up and use it as a reference source. So when I said to them that the Bible that you have is meant for the condemnation of the nations, they did not understand what I meant. So I'm going to show you what I meant. You've never seen this before, and that's because the Bible is written in such a way that the truth is hidden from you. In some of the videos that I've made where I talk about language, in particular our language, and the fact that our writings that were written by our ancestors are translated, and that the English language is basically used to hide the truth from you, you're about to see a very good example of what I mean. Now that doesn't mean that you can't use the Bible and read it in English and get some good stuff out of there, because you can. You don't have to throw your Bible away or burn it. But I want you to understand what you have, okay? You don't understand what you have. But I know exactly what you have. I know exactly what the Bible is. I did not cover this particular information you're about to see in the anthology, but I do talk about the word Bible, where it comes from, in the anthology. And, there's a chapter in there on that. But you're going to learn something in this video in addition to that. Okay, so here's the main problem with the Bible. The Bible was never supposed to be written in a foreign tongue. So what you have is a compilation of my ancestors' writings that were written for our people and to our people and about our people. Because we're a very ancient people. But it was never to be translated. And in the book of Revelation, well, the book is Revelation, in chapter 22, verse 18 and 19, it tells you that. Okay? That was a warning that our writings were never to be translated to a foreign tongue, and it tells exactly what would happen to the people who used those translated writings. And you're about to find out. Now, more than likely, this is something they don't even know themselves. But I guarantee you, the ones who gave you the Bible in the so-called English language, they know exactly what they were doing, which is why they wrote it the way they did. Because they gave you a sacred text. And the word sacred means cursed. Now you can follow along with me and read from Revelation chapter 22, verse 18, because we're going to start there. I'm going to read from the English Standard Version, and I'll probably read from a few more. But if you have a King James, you can follow along in that one, or any one you have. I warn everyone who hears the words of the prophecy of this book. If anyone adds to them, the Most High will add to them the plagues or curses described in this book. Verse 19. I'm going to read that from a different translation. And if anyone takes away from the words of this book of the prophecy, the Most High will take away from their share in the tree of life and in the set-apart city, which are described in this book. In some of my other videos, I've had people ask me about different Bibles. And I remember I told someone one, I said, there's a Bible apparently that the Vatican has, and it's supposed to be worth millions of dollars. And supposedly is one of the oldest ones on record. Now, some of the ones that I use, some of those are almost 500 years old. But then there are also Bibles